Good afternoon, friends. Satyam Vada Dharmachara, Satyamev Jayate. Welcome today news desk on income tax, GST and corporate laws. Let's start from the income tax. Karnataka High Court. High Court remanded matter as ITAT deleted edition without assigning any valid reason. In this case, Karnataka High Court held that where the assessing officer disallowed payment made by assessee to ask transportation charges for transporting mineral and commissioner appeals also upheld same for reason that no confirmation about such payment were received from transport contractors and also no relevant materials were produced by assessee so as to prove that mineral was actually transported and thus said payment could not be allowed under section 37 subsection 1. However, tribunal deleted entire addition made by the lower authorities except for confirming addition of a nominal amount. Since tribunal had neither assigned any valid reason nor disclosed any basis for deleting such addition made by the lower authority, impact order of the tribunal was cryptic and same was to be set aside and matter was to be remanded. Next case, Chennai Tribunal. Change of the method for valuing a stock is valid if method was as per the accounting standard prescribed by the Institute of the Chartered Accountant of India. In this case, tribunal held that where the assessee during relevant year change method of the valuing finished stock from market value to cost or market value, whichever is was lower method, since change method of valuing a stock was as per the accounting standard prescribed by the Institute of the Chartered Accountant of India. It could be said that change in method of valuing finished stock was bona fide and assessee had rightly applied said method as is closing a stock of the finished good and that same was to be applied for valuation of the opening a stock for that year. However, there was no need to apply said change method of for valuation of the stock of finished good held by the assessee at beginning of the previous year relevant to the impact assessment year, which could be valued as per the old method. Second decision held in this case where the assessee change method of the valuing is finished stock from market value to cost or market value whichever was lower. Method and assessee had applied different method for valuing different components of the inventory. If assessee had no change method of the valuing inventory in compliance with the accounting standard 2 issued by the ICAI, then change method of the valuation had to be applied to all components of inventory as prescribed under AS2 and assessee could not choose method of the value inventory to apply method of to some components of the inventory and leaving out other component of the inventory. Next case, Madras High Court. Another REIT petition not maintainable a cause of the action which was available during earlier petition wasn't claimed. In this case, where though cause of action was available to the petitioner at earlier point of time to claim interest at rate of the 9% on fixed deposit kept with the bank after date of the maturity till date of transfer of the amount. Petitioner not having claimed same in earlier REIT petition, petitioner was stopped from filing second REIT petition on same cause of action. Bank also could not be said to have unlawfully enriched itself by withholding petitioner fixed deposit amount as it had paid applicable rate of the 4% interest from date of maturity till date of payment. Another case, Karnataka High Court. Order passed following section 263 revision not valid if such revisional proceeding was no more in existence. In this case, Karnataka High Court held that where section 263 order was no more in existence, order passed by the assessing authority in accordance with direction issued by the commissioner under section 263 would be infractious. Let's cover news on transfer pricing. Mumbai Tribunal comparable uncontrolled pricing method to be adopted to benchmark payment of the freight expenses in same bars accepted in earlier years, where the assessee company entered into international transaction with its associated enterprise, and in course of such transaction had paid freight expenses, and CUP method was adopted to benchmark such transactions. Since said method was accepted in earlier year, in absence of any change in the facts and circumstances, TPO could not make addition to the assessee arm's length price by applying TNMM during relevant year. Let's cover news on the GST. On GST portal, there is an important update. Debit credit note de-linked with the invoice. Much awaited update has been carried on GST portal, which de-links debit credit notes with invoice. Earlier informed GSTR1 along with the details of the debit credit note, invoice date and invoice number pertaining to that debit or credit notes was required to be mentioned as a mandatory field. Now the portal has done away with this mandatory requirement of mentioning invoice date and invoice number while reporting details of the debit credit note. Earlier, there is the one-to-one correlation between the debit credit note with the invoice. Now, this is has been give a relaxation, not mentioning the invoice number of the original invoice, and there is a no one-to-one correlation between debit or credit note and original invoice. So this is much awaited and demand of the industry. So this updated on the GST portal. Earlier this is notified, but not updated on the GST portal. Another news: National Anti-Profiteering Authority theater guilty of the profiteering for not reducing price of the admission ticket despite rate reduction from 28% to 12%, where the applicant alleged profiteering by respondent in respect of supply of the services by way of admission to exhibition of cinematographic films, since the respondent had not reduced selling price of the admission ticket commensurately despite a reduction in the GST rate on said services from 28% to 12% with effect from 1st January 2019 to 30th June 2019. Respondent had denied benefit of rate reduction to his customer, and thus he had contravened provision of section 171. Another ruling: AAR Kerala government contract for construction of the road, bridges, etc. qualify as the works contract. 12% GST is applicable. Kerala Advanced Authority ruling: applicant is engaged in providing services of the construction, including materials and labor, as per the tender requirement. They have received a work order from the Bikram Sarabhai Space Center for construction of a building for a space transportation system. It is a composite contract which includes supply of the material as well as services. They have also received another work order from the Infrastructure Kerala Limited, a public-private partnership company promoted by Government of Kerala for development of the medical college Trivandrum, which include construction of the road, bridge and other infrastructure. Since services provided by the applicant under both contracts fall under the definition of the works contract under section 2 clause 119, and services being provided to the central government and the state government, applicant is eligible for concessional rate of the GST of 12% prescribed in serial number T 6A of the notification number 11 upon 2017, central tax dated 28th June 2017 as amended. Another AAR Karnataka. AAR rejected advance ruling applicable for product classification on which investigation already initiated by department. In this ruling, where the assessing company engaged in the processing, manufacturing, and selling of the milk and milk products, filed an instant application to sought advance ruling in relation to classification of flavor milk and applicable GST rates. Since prior to the filing of the instance application, Directorate of the GST had already initiated investigation against assessee with regard to misclassification of the flavor milk. Instant application filed by SSC was to be rejected as inadmissible in terms of section 98 subsection 2. Another AAR Karnataka ITC available on Regent medical consumables purchased for performing tests in laboratories subject to section 17 subsection 2, where assessee was engaged in supply of the various reagent or medical consumable goods along with the providing diagnostic services for which it had established a laboratory. Assessee could avail GST input tax credit on equipment, furniture, etc., which he purchased for establishing laboratory, and also on reagent medical consumable goods which were purchased by it for performing tests in laboratory as reagent or medical consumable were taxable and not test. Another ruling, appellant advance authority ruling, Kolkata, food preparation with more than 20% of the chicken weight are chicken based confectionery falling under heading 1601. Food preparation and contain more than 20% of the weight of the chicken are chicken based confectionery classifiable under heading number 1601 and not under heading 2106. Let's cover news on the company law. Kolkata High Court, a striking of a company's name by the registrar of companies where without recording his satisfaction under section 248 subsection 6 could not be interfere with the High Court held in this case that whether where applicant company was aggrieved as his name had been struck off by the registrar of companies without recording his satisfaction in terms of section 248 subsection 6, just because there may be a mistake in order impact or a different view was possible could not be good grounds for interference with under article 227 of the constitution despite existence of an alternative remedy of appeal. As per section 248 subsection 6, the registrar before passing an order under subsection 5 of section 248 shall satisfy himself that the sufficient provision has been made to the realization of a all amount due to the company and for the payment or discharge of its liabilities and obligation by the company within a reasonable time, and if necessary obtain necessary undertaking from the managing director or other person in charge of the management of the company. Another RBI instruction dated 14 September 2020, banks to put in place a system of automation of the income recognition, assess classification and provisioning processes. In order to ensure completeness and integrity of the automated asset classification of the advances, investment as a NPA, NPI and their upgradation, provisioning calculation and income recognition process, bank are advised to put in place or upgrade their system to conform to the following guidelines latest by the 30th June 2021. So, thank you so much for watching News Desk on income tax, GST and corporate laws. This is the latest or regular updation on the GST, income tax and corporate laws, including RBI, FEMA, international taxation and other alloyed law. competition, including competition law. So we are trying to compile or other allied law so that the professional can get regular updation on daily basis on this respective area. So thank you so much for watching Newsday. Thank you so much.